Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright and this is a mini triplet recap video where I discuss in detail exactly what I did in today's mini triplet group energy healing. Today's date is October 27th, 2017, and this is the first of the set of 3 healings, which is the mini triplet group healing set. And this whole set is actually for 58 people. I had some confusion setting my inventory at PayPal, so not only did it sell out, it sold out for 8 more than I thought I was gonna do. But I mean, obviously the angels knew and I was ready for it, so I'm happy to have the extra people. So it's 58 people this time in 7 different countries, including 7 kids. So hello to all the kids. Oh, and the ages of the kids range from, let's see, a 3-year-old boy is the youngest to a 12-year-old boy is the oldest boy. Let me see. Oh, I don't have the names with me. I think they're all boys this time. Oh no, we do have a girl, a 5-year-old girl who does great with these healings. I think only her mom watches though, so hi. But yeah, all the rest are boys. How about that? Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, the kids. But anyway, so hello to everybody that jumped in and participated. We did have some new participants that were energy geeks watching these videos, and they finally took the plunge and decided to actually participate through paid participation on my website, you know, to actually receive the healings in addition to learning from the recaps. So I'm always happy about that. And of course then we have lots of veteran triplet participants who really like them. Okay, cool. So background noise is my dogs like losing their marbles. Sorry about that. But anyway, okay, so for the technical details, this triplet set, the theme is healthy boundaries with family members. How cool is that? So that includes spouses, you know, if you're all grown up and you have a spouse, or your kids or your pets, for example, or your parents, so siblings also, so it does include a lot. And this is on a spirit level as well, so some of you are like, well, I never talk to my family anymore, so I'm sure I have good boundaries, which I wish it were that simple. But on a spirit level, people still know you exist and they can still interact with you on an energy level. So having healthy boundaries, strong boundaries is really, really key. Particularly if your family's a little bit, or a lot of bit, invasive, let's say. Opinionated, judgmental, controlling, what have you. Although even nice families can kind of mush each other a little bit, so it is good to have healthy boundaries with your family members, no matter the type of family that you know, your genetic family or your current family. It's always something you could get so much benefit from working. And this being the first of the 3 healings, this is the Friday healing. As you guys, the energy geeks, know, there's a Friday healing, a Sunday healing, and a Tuesday healing. So today's the first one. And I looked at the participants and what they needed, and I also had sort of sketched out sort of mentally with the angels like different things over the last, I mean, this topic means so much to me, healthy boundaries with family members, that I've been thinking about this one for a while. But ultimately it came down to these participants, these 58 people, and what they needed. But I think all this stuff is so universal that this video should be fantastic for everybody to learn from. There were no, well, I think there were old techniques used in a new way in this healing, and possibly that might be true for the whole set. I don't know that there's any brand new technique coming down the pike in this set, although who knows, the angels reserve the right to surprise me at any time. But this healing, it was a lot of 7th layer work. So 7th chakra, I have 2 videos on the 7th chakra, which I do like. They're from years ago, but they're really nice. So 7th chakra is in the top of the head. And if you do the rainbow color system, then you would set the 7th chakra to purple. And please consider that. I do have one participant who's like, I hate purple, I never use purple. Which the problem with that is, I mean, you could set it to a different color, but to not acknowledge and vibrate at purple consciously doesn't mean that your spirit doesn't actually vibrate at that color generally. It means that you're in denial. And so you're not really tending to and clearing out that whole range of vibration, which can, you know, get a little stuck over time. So I would say if you dislike any, you know, whole rainbow color on the spectrum, that's something to work on, I would say. But anyway, so there was a lot of work on the outside of the outer layer of the aura, which is generated by the 7th chakra. And if you need to know how the layers relate to the chakras in detail, I have a 3 video set called 7 Chakras Aura Layers Flow with a lot of background information, which I may link at the end if I remember. But otherwise you can find it on my site, on my YouTube channel. Looking down at my notes. Oh yeah, so we also did Tricolor Earth Energy Soak with some modifications, which is a video all of its own that's like 6 minutes, and it's really useful. So that's another associated thing, Tricolor Earth Energy Soak, which a lot of you already know about. We did modifications on that. And chakras that I healed specifically are the 7th in the top of the head, which is good for confidence, creative inspiration, identity, empowerment, individuating, making decisions, lots of stuff. And 4th chakra in the center of the chest, right there, on you, in the center of your chest. And that is great. I call it like the feel-good chakra. It's good for enthusiasm, motivation, caring about yourself, having a healthy sense of like self-nurturing, self-esteem. It's just huge. It's like, you know, the difference between a meh day and a yeah kind of day. So anyway, so those were the 2 chakras that this healing worked the most on, was 7th and 4th. Okay, so I'm gonna do the play-by-play now. Let's see. First I did actually start, well, first there was a 10-minute, you know, roughly 10-minute like angel hello process where I say hello to all 58 people like all at once. They're not like joined, by the way. Everyone's a complete individual, and there's a way that I say hello to everyone, but it's not like everyone's in an energy room together at all. Like, I acknowledge each person as a unique individual, and there's no mushing of energies between those people at all, which you might not realize because it's called a group energy healing. It just means that it's a healing for a whole bunch of people, but it's not like one of these we are one things. Okay, so big shock, if you listen to these videos, we did start with Tricolor Earth Energy Soak modified. So let's do a little bit of that now as I describe what I did. So, and if you want, you know, the Tricolor Earth Energy Soak is its own video that you could listen to on your own. Okay, so go ahead and imagine you're grounding big, wide as your whole aura, going all the way down to the center of the earth, the core of the earth. And just, I would say red if you want, because that's what we did first in the healing. So it'll give you more of like a real sense of the healing. So bring up your favorite shade of red, like earth energy, because the grounding allows you to release whatever you need to from behind you, from your sides, from in front of you. But also you can bring up an extra amount of earth energy from the center of the earth, that red color. And I would encourage you to do that. That's the whole earth energy soak part, is you bring it up a whole bunch extra, like as if you're in an old growth forest. So as much earth energy as you would naturally bring up in a forest or like a really serene private beach maybe. But just bring up all that earth energy all the way up through your body, through your aura, through the top of your aura, all 7 layers. I love that. Okay, and then just leave it there for now. So you're like soaking in all this beautiful red earth energy as if you're like in an old redwood forest or something. And let's see. Oh, then I did a little bit of, I telepath each person as, we're doing this, because I explain it to people, their spirit, what I'm doing. And so then I did a little bit of, with the red soak going on, the red earth energy soak going on for everyone, which is nice and soothing. Then I did some aura healing in the back of the aura, because the angels helped everyone to have a big gold aura buffer zone, which, if you need to know what that is, at this point you would need to go back to our recap to learn. Someday I'll have a whole video all by itself, tricolor gold energy aura buffer zones, but I don't have that yet. So you can go back to the October 1st recap video and the October 3rd recap video, probably both of those, to get like a really, really solid sense and handle on the gold energy aura buffer zones. But anyway, for the healing, all of the paid participants, their angels like prepped them and made sure that they were clear on it and were using them, at least like redoing them every night in their sleep. And the cliff notes on the gold energy aura buffer zone is it's this giant 6-foot thing. It's like a force field, a flowy gold force field on the outside of your aura. So if here's the outside of your aura, then 6 feet out on all those directions, back, forward, everywhere. Giant gold energy aura buffer zone, which is really nice for self-defense stuff. So cool. So I remember the red earth energy is still up. And so even with the aura buffer zone, well, with the aura buffer zone, there's so much less aura damage, but some people still needed just a teensy bit of work, even though they had gotten all that angel prep and aura healing in their sleep, like the last night and the night before from their angels for the prep for this healing. But so what I did was, it was just the 7th layer in the back, because this is a very common place to have people throw energy, is the back of your aura, like behind your head. But if you have a buffer zone, your buffer zone pretty much catches it and, takes the damage, and then you redo your buffer zone, hopefully consciously during the day several times at least. But worst case, the healing participants, their angels are going to make sure they do it every night in their sleep. So, but anyway, so say you get a bunch of tears in your aura buffer zone. It's not going to tear your aura probably, but it'll kind of compress it a little. Kind of like something's banging on it, so it'll be a little meh, smushed. Just the 7th layer back there. So that's pretty much all that I needed to do with people, thanks to the angel prep. Their aura looked pretty good otherwise. So to do it for yourself, just to check it out, even if you do use your gold energy aura buffer zones now, just imagine your aura out in front of you, a little copy, right? So here's your little cute little body with your legs and everything, right? And imagine it how you are right now. So me, I'm standing, so I'm going to imagine my cute little legs standing, right? So if you're sitting, imagine your cute little legs sitting, because you want it to be a live copy, okay? And just imagine it in a profile, so you're looking that way if you want, so then that way you can see the back of your aura really easily. And just that outermost layer behind your head, you just want to make sure it's not mushed. And ideally it would be purple, right? So you're owning your full color range. You have red at the bottom for your 1st chakra, purple at the top for your 7th chakra, right? Because you want to be like large and in charge in the whole color spectrum. So nice favorite shade of purple for your 7th chakra, and that would just whoosh out, your favorite shade of purple into the back of your aura. And if you are a purple hater, I know there's just one participant that I know of who's a purple hater, but I've worked with her for a while and she never told me that before. So maybe some of you are closet purple haters. I hope not. But if you are, just look at, okay, what shade of purple would help me the most with my confidence? Or what shade of purple would help me the most with my creative inspiration? Or yeah, those two are awesome, right? Or my focus, because those are all good 7th chakra qualities. And so this isn't like a fashion statement, folks. This is like practical energy stuff. Although, purple for fashion is nice too. But anyway, if you're like, I don't even want to use purple. Well, just look. I mean, there's going to be a shade of purple that will just rock your confidence or your creative inspiration or your focus, and then use that one. But anyway, so you set your 7th chakra just with your intention, the energy center in the top of your head, to that shade of purple, and then it just, as it spins, it just whooshes out and creates this beautiful energy layer, the outermost layer of your aura that's that exact color purple. And then you're looking at your little mini copy, and you want to make sure that little purple, that color purple, is back here too, because for me, I have like a little bit of like black, it's like gravel back there behind the head, and I definitely use my aura buffer zone. But for me, like I said, I have some black gravel at the top back right there, just because of, you know, people or whatever just banging at the gold energy aura buffer zone, so it just creates a little bit of stress. And so I'm just using gold light to melt away the energy blocks that, you know, I have back there, which, you know, we don't want any energy blocks. I mean, you know, you're always going to have some, but you want to clear what you can to improve your life. Okay, so that's what I did, and I did that while everyone was still soaking in the red earth energy. So now you can go ahead, bring down your red earth energy and bring the level down to your 3rd chakra, which is below your sternum. I don't have Acudol today. I wanted to have simplicity with this. But so your grounding could go that high right now. That's sort of a typical grounding level that I like, is that the grounding goes all the way down the center of the earth and all the way up to your 3rd chakra. Why? Because 3rd chakra is good for time management and productivity, which is cool. Okay, so now you brought your grounding level down to your 3rd chakra, and you switch with the tricolor earth energy soak. You're doing multiple colors, right? In this healing, we just did red and orange. So switch your grounding to the color orange with your intention. And again, some of you may not like orange, but it's a whole range of the color spectrum. So I really encourage you to clear whatever energy blocks. If you're avoiding a certain color, you don't want to go there. And again, this is not a fashion statement. I'm not forcing you to wear orange, although I think it's cool. Okay, so make your grounding your favorite shade of orange, wide, flowing all the way down to the center of the earth, so you can release whatever you need to. It's good for your 2nd chakra, which is for emotional wellness, which I know everyone can use. And then bring up your favorite earth energy from the center of the earth, your favorite shade of orange. Extra earth energy all the way from the center of the earth, all the way up, 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 up through your whole body, your aura, the top of your aura, even all the layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're just soaking in this really comforting, soothing orange earth energy. Just like if you're in an old growth forest, you would be surrounded by so much earth energy just because the trees bring it up. So just leave it that high just for a little bit while I explain what I did when everyone was soaking in the orange earth energy. So, oh yeah, in the orange earth energy, what I did was I combed through the top and the bottom of everybody's aura. So all the layers above the head and all the layers below the feet, because your aura wraps all the way around your body. So make a copy of your aura out in front of you. And so here's my mini copy, right? And then just comb downward and upward at the same time. So above your head and below your feet. Just lots of gold light. Gold light comes out of your fingertips and your palms of your hands, because you have chakras in each fingertip and a big one right here, and you just open them up with your intention. So they make more and more and more energy, and you set it with your intention to be a gold vibration, just because gold is a vibration that for sort of a cleaner, you know, it's like forgiveness, and it helps you let go of your resistance. So it's nice as a healing energy. So just comb upward and downward through the top, all your the top of your aura up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and below your feet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just, you have this little copy out in front of you, which makes that easy. So just comb through. And what this does with all this gold light here, it helps you release, let go. It even helps you wake up more. Like, I mean, you know, it's towards the end of my workday, but I can always wake up more, meaning, like, you know, maybe there were some energy blocks, particularly up above here, that didn't allow me to bring in all the energy that I wanted to in the morning. So it's never too late to wake up fully. So just go light, keep combing through. And that's what I did. And then I noticed that my sample person that the angels picked, because the angels pick sample people throughout the whole process, different sample people, my sample person needed help with their heart chakra, number 4 in the center of the chest, which, as I said, is for love, self-love, motivation, enthusiasm, really wonderful, like joie de vivre kind of stuff. You know, like, yeah, I can do it, woo woo. That kind of stuff is a healthy heart chakra, strong, healthy, flowing heart chakra. And so I healed both heart chakras for people, the astral body heart chakra and the physical body heart chakra. Because as you know, if you watch these videos a lot, you have 2 full sets of chakras. Your physical body has a full set and your spirit body has a full set, which when you're fully present, they're inside each other. But anyway, I do have a separate video that goes into that if you want, and if you have any follow-up questions, you could post them under this video or that one. And I have a lot of 4th chakra healing videos, like a lot. So there's a whole playlist, pretty much, seriously, just on the 4th chakra, just because it makes you feel so good, you know? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna have a good day, like passion, you know? But if you have your 6th and you view from here and you have this really, you know, flowing, you're just unstoppable, because here helps you to see things from non-judgment and sort of, and here helps you make decisions so you can not judge, not get into the drama, make your decisions fast with confidence and clarity, and also have pep and enthusiasm and love each day. What a great combo. Maybe I should use that for the video thumbnail. Whenever I look back for thumbnail images, like all I can find are like the weirdest faces that I make. I can never find like a normal, you know, kind of a face. Anyway, so I'm not going to walk you through a heart chakra healing, just because hopefully watching me, you know, and my heart chakra is like, yeah, that'll open up yours a little bit. But like I said, I have a whole playlist of heart chakra opening videos, and also on my website, one of my free recordings. All the recordings are free now, but there's a free meditations menu, page 1 of 3. There's a self-acceptance recording, which is 16 minutes long, and that's all about, you know, heart chakra too. So if you like just audio, that'd be nice. All right, so, and I did all that while orange was up, right? And so then we brought orange down, and we actually kept it at orange for the next parts of the healing. Until towards the end. So meaning kept the grounding color at grounding at orange vibration. And then, oh yeah, super cool. So I thought I was gonna do yellow too, but the angels were like, nope, that's good, leave it at orange. So we, then it was super cool, because really the whole rest of the healing was on, kind of like it was on the 7th layer, but like this idea that you can have a shell, which I think I've talked about before too, a little bit in some of these recaps. Like your 7th layer is so important. It's also it's generated by the 7th chakra. So it's for all the 7th chakra things like confidence, focus, creative inspiration, identity, empowerment, individuating, good stuff, right? But you can have like a shell, like in part of it, which is just all the energy blocks in it that kind of just prevent you from receiving. Like sometimes I have to work with healing participants, maybe if it's their first triplet ever, you know, when I do that little hello process, sometimes I'm like, okay, let's do a trial run, you know, with just one person, and I'll give them, I'll do the gold light just for them before the healing starts, just to see if they can, you know, really receive, you know, because people, their stress just forms like a shell, like a hard shell, and they can't receive, which is a real drag. I mean, because not only would you not get as much out of the triplet healing, but your angels are trying to heal you all the time, and that the gold energy that I use is similar, obviously not as cool as the angels gold healing energy that they use all the time to try to heal you. So that shell is a real problem, So anyway, the whole rest of the healing worked on helping you clear energy blocks from the 7th layer, meaning like various different shells that you have created by energy blocks from this life and past lives. Again, another good thumbnail. So, I'm gonna take a drink of tea, hold on. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. So first I healed the astral body 7th and physical body 7th. So like I said before, I healed the 4th, right? Physical body 4th chakra, astral body 4th chakra. But then this time I healed the physical body 7th chakra and the astral body 7th chakra. So again, I have 2 videos on the 7th chakra. I'm not going to walk you through that. And then, cause it was really cool. This healing, I'm always in the zone for these healings because I prep and they mean a lot to me, It's such an opportunity to work with all these people at once. But I was thinking, okay, this one's about healthy boundaries with families, right? And I was thinking, okay, do these people know who they are? Because if you know who you are, it's a lot easier to have boundaries with, say, your siblings that you grew up with or your parents. If you're just kind of like in this murky blah, where you don't know how you feel, you don't know who you are, you don't know, do you know what I mean? Like, it's really easy to be like a soup of everybody's energy that you grew up with and everybody that, has strong opinions about how you should live your life. And that's obviously not healthy boundaries, So I help people clear energy blocks in the 7th layer that were blocking people from knowing who they are. And that is sort of an intangible, I'm Janet Wright, right? But who am I? Janet Wright. It's like, but if you don't know who you are, you kind of get it. You're like, yeah, you're right. I have no idea who I am. I don't know what I like. I don't know anything. It's like if you're there. But, sometimes it's more on a subtle level, like a lack of confidence or a harder time making decisions. So anyway, I help people. You could do it in a mini copy of yourself, right? And so your 7th layer is the outermost layer of your aura, and then just gold light in the very top and the very bottom would be a nice way to do it. That's what I did in the healing. And just imagine energy blocks that block you from having a strong sense of identity and a positive sense of your own identity. And just melt away the energy blocks. They might look like flat, hard pieces of energy, like books maybe. And just melt them away with lots of gold light. You can also bring up purple earth energy, since purple is a good 7th chakra color and 7th layer color, and just that's nice and comforting. So bring up the purple earth energy from the center of the earth and just soak those energy blocks with the purple earth energy, which is comforting, and then the gold light just helps them to kind of melt away. And gold light also helps melt away energy cords that are going into these energy blocks, maybe from family members. There we go. Nice. Okay. So then, the angels were like, keep with this, keep doing the shell thing, So I was like intuiting. It was so cool. But confusion is another main thing that your energy blocks can create in the 7th layer and 7th chakra is a sense of confusion, like a confusion about a decision or confusion about, big decisions, little decisions, all sorts of things, or about your identity or, whatever. So I helped clear energy blocks, again, very top and very bottom of the aura, and also the whole shell, you know, the whole 7th layer, you know, if it, because a lot of times these energy blocks do make a shell of like sort of stuck energy all the way around. So then I just gold light throughout the shell and gold light, you know, at the very top and the very bottom to help clear the confusion energy blocks that people were ready to clear. And again, a lot of these can be from past lives, because you're thinking, well, maybe, I mean, I didn't, not me, but maybe you had like a really easy, nice, safe childhood, and you're thinking, well, why don't I have confidence? That makes no sense. I had a great childhood. Well, yeah, but you've had a lot of past lives, and maybe you've been around, you know, some traumatic childhoods, you know, maybe you've been through some traumatic childhoods, so, or adult experiences, because it's not like, I mean, after each life you go to heaven and it's like a beautiful vacation, but say you didn't clear some of that, you know, trauma that you went through in that life, well, guess what? It's swimming around your 7th layer and your 7th chakra. So a lot of this healing was like clearing family baggage out of the way, but it was really, a lot of it was past life baggage too. So anyway, clearing any energy blocks from your 7th layer that got in the way of that created confusion. And again, purple earth energy, bring up the purple earth energy. It's nice and comforting. And then gold light just melts away the cords going into these energy blocks. And again, you don't have to see any of this. You can do it all by intention. And then gold light, and they just kind of melt, which is really nice. And again, your intention is that you're only clearing what you're ready to clear right now, what's healthy and gentle for you to clear right now. So then I helped, and I'm not going to walk through every one of these. You could note what I did in your meditation journal if you have one and you want to, and that way you can go back and do those. But I noticed there was like a loss of losing a group. Like sometimes in lifetimes, you know, maybe a past life or this life, maybe you've been separated from loved ones, you know, maybe you just, you know, like when you were a kid, you felt like, yeah, we're one big family. And then when you grow up, you realize like, yeah, there's some real issues with this family. Yeah, there could be all sorts of reasons why you lost this happy sense of group, you know, identity. And so I help people sort of clear that loss, the heavy sense of loss, like, oh, I lost this wonderful group that I had. And again, it could be from a whole bunch of past lives, not this one, but it doesn't matter, it's still there affecting you. So any clearing, loss of group, loss of family, any sort of hard shell created from those energy blocks. And again, you don't have to read all the past lives or anything. You don't have to know if they're present or past lives. You just do it with your intention. And then, we did, because some lifetimes you actually have abusive family situations, you know, on some level. Maybe, you know, your brother yelled at you all the time, or you know, something more serious than that. But maybe it wasn't this life, maybe it was, you know, various past lives. So I called it family oppression energy in your 7th layer, that outermost layer. And I'm sure everyone watching this video has had, you know, many situations like that in past lives, either from siblings or people older than you in the family, you know, or kids. You know, because as spirits, we do create different situations to learn from. So it's pretty guaranteed that you have past family oppression energy that you could clear. So again, 7th layer of your aura, and this copy out in front of you, and just run gold light through it, that outermost layer, and your intention is you're melting away any family oppression energy that you're ready to clear right now. And again, it can look like a black hard shell or black books up on top and on the bottom of your aura layer. You just bring up the purple earth energy with your intention from the center of the earth, and just soak it in the purple earth energy, which is comforting and soothing. And then gold light from your hands to melt away cords, energy cords. You don't have to know who's cording this stuff. Just melt it all away, melt away the cords, which makes it easier to melt away the chunks of energy. And again, you're melting away family oppression energy that you're ready to clear right now, that would be healthy and gentle for you to clear right now. and it can be from many past lives. All right. Then we did a tricolor earth energy soak, but yeah, this time we did all 3 colors. But again, it was like a part of the healing, so I did stuff in between. So let's do it together. See, maybe that's a good one. If I can find that, we'll see. All right, so again, red, so big, wide grounding, as wide as your whole aura. Red earth energy all the way up from the center of the earth. Red, red, red earth energy. Soak in it, soak your whole body in it, your whole aura. Red earth energy above your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All your aura layers. Just soak in the red earth energy. Just as much as you'd have if you were in like a red, well, if you were in a redwood forest. Or, you know, like an old forest. You know, nature, beautiful nature setting. Okay, so keep it up there. Oh, and then while everyone was soaking in the red earth energy, because it's just so comforting, the earth energy, I did, and the reason, the timing of that, I mean, it was angel suggestion, but just for you to learn, you know, as a self-healer, the oppression stuff, you know, that's kind of trippy because it's like, oh my God, I had negative families, oh no, you know, and so you want to do something super comforting and stabilizing right after that. So that's why we did the tricolor earth energy soak right after we did the family oppression clearing, you know, because you do want to clear the hard stuff, but you want to like love yourself and feel good, you know, while it's happening, you know, and right after it's happening. So anyway, so we still had the red earth energy all the way up, and then we again still worked with the shell, the outermost layer of your aura, the 7th layer, any energy blocks at the very bottom and the top, or all the way around, you know, because sometimes those energy blocks create a shell. And this one, oh, this one was great. We helped you clear expectations, we meaning me and the angels, expectations from family members, which is huge. Because, I mean, when you think about it, I mean, what is a more judgmental group of people than your own family members? And that may be even in the most positive of families, because people just have these rules in their head and they don't even realize they have them. Like this one, well, I won't use her as an example. But anyway, everybody thinks like, oh, well, of course you have to help out with so-and-so because it's family. Of course you have to come here for Christmas because we always do that. Like, everyone has these rules. And people in a family tend to forget about free will. And if you incarnate it into a family, it does not mean that you need to be a robot and be a sheep in a herd and think like they do and obey all their expectations. It really doesn't mean that. I mean, it could be that you incarnated into that family because they're nothing like you, and you're going to have to evolve beyond their manipulative, judgmental rules. And you're just going to have to find your freedom and your strength on your own, you know, until you make your own cute little family. You know, so it depends. I mean, sometimes you incarnate with a family that's workable, you know, and you can find your own freedom and still go to all the cute little cookouts and whatever. But sometimes it's a different situation where you actually leave that group. So anyway, and then of course, like I said, all these past lives. So you've definitely, everyone watching this video has had past lives where multiple past lives where you were just born with people who were nothing like you, and their rules and their expectations just kind of mushed you, you know, energy-wise, because what was natural and what you would have wanted to do was nothing like what they thought you should do. So all those expectations from all those different families is still here unless you clear it out. It's not like, whoosh, clean the slate, I went to heaven, that doesn't matter anymore. No. So just imagine the copy out in front of you of your aura, right? And that outermost layer, 7th layer, and just clear out all the expectations that are healthy and gentle for you to clear right now from this life and past lives, from family members. So you're washing out with this gold light, you're just melting it away, whatever's healthy and gentle for you to clear right now. Because this recap video will be out there for a long time on YouTube, so you can keep coming back to it. You don't have to clear everything this second. But just what's healthy for you to clear right now about family expectations from this life and past lives. So just gold light, wash all that out. Because that can be so confusing. You don't even know if you should go left or you should go right or you should stop or you should run, because you have this sort of cacophony. I love that word. You have a cacophony of old expectations from different past lives and this life, you know? So just wash out anything that's not healthy for you to have there. And then we brought that red earth energy down to the 3rd chakra level, which I like as a normal grounding height. And then we changed it to an orange color, the grounding, favorite shade of orange. And then we brought up extra earth energy, which is that soak part of the earth energy soak. So you bring it up from the center of the earth, this extra amount, like an old forest kind of amount of orange earth energy all the way up, all around your body, all through your body, all the way up above your head, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all those aura layers. You're soaking in orange earth energy. Ah, that's so comforting. And you're soaking in the orange earth energy, just like as if you're in an old growth forest. And while you're soaking in the orange earth energy, I'll tell you what I did for the participants while they were doing that. Oh, we expanded on the theme because families tend to expect a lot from each other. So like siblings, parents with children. So for example, it's natural for some parents to expect certain behavior out of children, and that is not really considered abusive. You know, like I expect you to clean up after dinner, or I expect you to finish your homework on time, or whatever. You know, I expect you to study for the spelling test, right? Those are normal expectations, right? But it's also pretty normal for those expectations to be in your energy field, and then you don't clear them out once you're 18. So then say you're, you know, like my age, like I'm 47, and you know, I'm sure I could find various expectations about, you know, spelling tests and, you know, getting to the school bus on time, all sorts of wacky stuff that doesn't belong in my energy field anymore, right? And then of course all the past lives. So what we did is with the orange earth energy still nice and comforting up there, soaking through the whole energy field, you have a copy out in front of you, and just wash out with gold light on your outer layer of your aura, really all through your aura if you want, but I did mostly the outer layer, because if you're sort of set right in your 7th layer, there's a really nice trickle down effect. So if you want to do it like I did, just focus on the 7th layer, the whole 7th layer, and the top and the bottom of the 7th layer, but clear any expectations, rules and expectations from siblings, from parents, any that are healthy and gentle for you to clear right now. So, you know, they're really kind of in your way at this point. So just gold light and just wash them out of your energy field. Any rules and expectations from spouses. And again, you've had past lives, so you've had a whole bunch of spouses in different lives, right? With probably lots of expectations that got in your space. So just wash out all those expectations that are no longer healthy for you to keep in your energy field. Wash out all the rules. Think of all the different families you were a part of and all the little rules that they had. You know, go ahead, wash that stuff out. You know, because otherwise it really does sort of bog down your 7th layer, your identity, your inspiration, your focus, your confidence, your empowerment. So wash out the rules and expectations from your spouses, your siblings, your parents, your kids that you've had in different past lives. And again, you're washing out anything that is healthy and gentle for you to clear right now. Okay, and then that was pretty much what I did. All I did after that is I have had people bring down their orange earth energy down to the normal level of grounding, which I like at the 3rd chakra, up to the 3rd chakra for grounding. And then we switched it to yellow. And we did do a yellow earth energy soak. So we brought up favorite shade of yellow, lots of earth energy from the center of the earth all the way up, up, up through the aura, through all the body, muscles, bones, everything, through your head, through the top of your aura, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers, and just soaked in the orange earth energy. And we did that probably for about maybe 20 seconds, which in a healing is like a long time in one of these healings, because it's kind of real deep. And then we brought it down to the level of a third chakra, and we kept it there. And then I wrapped up the healing. I just, you know, what I usually do is I just remind people, you know, okay, the healing's over, work with your angels. You can let your angels help and protect you in your sleep and when you're awake. And you know, and in this case I was like, okay, you know, there's still a Sunday and a Tuesday healing, woohoo. So I hope you learned a lot from this video, and feel free to give it a thumbs up and post some kind of comment below, and stay tuned for the Sunday video. Oh, and I'm gonna post all the themes for there are 4 more sets this year, and the angels picked the themes, and they're all really, really cool to do, particularly at this time of year. I'm very excited. So again, particularly if you're a newbie, hello newbies, because I don't know, these triplets do kind of sell themselves. Like once you've already got one, you're like, whoa, I'm gonna get another, you know. But I think there's a lot of viewers who just, I don't know, for some reason, I don't think it's financial for most of them because the rates are so low. But anyway, feel free to join in. My website is janetwrightreadings.com. Bye.